Guys, it's not hard to become the person that you want to become. I watch a whole bunch of these videos online, and I've been watching a whole bunch of these types of videos online for years because I've been in the internet marketing space. And usually when I'm watching these videos, the person starts off by telling you that in order to become who you want to become, you have to do the things that's going to make you more money so you can transform yourself. And I want to take a whole different approach and tell you why that's not true. Because the reality of the situation is that in order to command a certain amount of money in your life, to make money in general, you have to first take control of one crucial thing that can help you achieve a transformative experience. And that one crucial thing is your mind. If you don't focus on your mindset and focus on transforming your mind, then there's no way that you'll be able to change your life outside of money, because that's what you have to really understand. You need to be able to in order to cultivate true growth, you have to understand yourself, right? And then when you understand yourself, then the world becomes a library for how you want to play life to your advantages and also to your disadvantages. So for example, for me, I know that I'm someone who's extremely low in neuroticism, which means that I deal with stress better than most people, which is why I can become an entrepreneur. Some people are extremely high in neuroticism. But if you don't know this about yourself, then how can you make a distinction, or how can you make a decision or whether or not you should be an entrepreneur or you should just go get a high-paying job? You can't, right? Some people crave stability. Some people crave excitement and constant change. Some people get bored if things aren't stable. And some people will feel like their life is falling apart if things... some people get bored if things are constantly stable. And like it's a recurring pattern that you can easily predict. While other people, they'll feel like their life is falling apart if they don't have that. Everyone is different, and you need to first understand yourself. And to me, to truly understand yourself, you have to understand yourself in multiple ways. You got to understand what it is that you like, right? Like, what do you actually like to do, so that you know that whatever you set to do, you're doing it with the intention of working towards a higher goal over making more money. Because the problem that I could tell you is that when people focus on, at least I'll talk from my experience. In the past, when I focused on nothing but making more money, that has been extremely detrimental to my success overall. And obviously success is subjective because you need to define what success is to you. For some people, success can be making a lot of money. For other people, success can be getting in shape. For other people, success can be having balance among all of these things, right? And so you need to define this stuff for yourself first. So before you even go online, trying to make money, trying to do all this stuff that everybody's telling you, you need to figure out, what does success look like for you? And you also need to figure out more about yourself. So that means that you have to do a lot of introspection. You have to ask yourself deep questions and really understand who you are. And then once you understand who you are, then you can use all those answers that you've answered about yourself to dictate how you want your life to be. And when you understand and you have a roadmap for your life, then you can dictate how you want your business to be. But I think that everything should always start with your life first, because your business is just an external representation of what your life will be. If your life is screwed up, everything that is screwed up on the internal will be reflected on the external. So you can tell a lot about somebody's personal life by their business. But a lot of people, for whatever reason, I guess they just don't think about things like this. And the reality of the situation is that you don't need more money. Like, maybe you do. Like, maybe that's the thing that you're chasing, but that's not what you actually need. You need to actually understand yourself, understand your vision, understand your plan, and then go in that direction. And as you go in that direction, let the money follow you, right? So mindset is the most important thing. So the way that I usually try to make sure that I have the right mindset is by, number one, like I just said, I do, what I just recommended to you. I actually do what I'm telling you to do. I actually do a lot of introspection work and identify what is it that I care about. For me personally, I know that I care about A, not being stupid, B, being a good communicator, C, having good health, and D, staying committed to whatever it is that I decide to commit to, right? Like, those are the main things that I really care about. And so in order to do that, number one, there's things that I've just I've created a routine for myself. Everyone doesn't work with a routine, but I do, and it works for me because my brain is already chaotic. I have ADHD, my brain is chaotic, and I need to organize my brain so that I can actually do work and get things done. And if I don't do that, then it's not going to help. So how do I work towards some of these goals? Okay, to be less stupid, I read more books, right? And then I write a lot. I actually write every morning, and I'm actually going to start writing and posting everything that I write on Twitter and in my newsletter. If you don't, if you're not subscribed to my newsletter, I don't know what you're doing, go ahead and do that. Also join the Discord group, which will be down below. But yeah, so I read every day, I write every day, I focus on those two things. And I've realized that the more that I've done that, the easier it has been for me to become smarter and also to become better at explaining certain things, because I'm so focused on that, and it kind of just bleeds into every other area of my life. It's heuristics. It's not that I'm necessarily focusing on it, right? When Kobe Bryant wanted to become a better leader, he went to school and took management classes so that that could translate on the court. When Kobe Bryant wanted to be better at playing basketball, he actually took dance classes so he could get better footwork. There's things that you can do. What you don't understand is if you limit your brain to just looking at things in an extremely linear way, and all you do is look at what's in front of you, you miss all of the opportunity for growth outside of you that also can bleed into other things. It's heuristics, right? Heuristics is just basically creating mental shortcuts. And you create mental shortcuts from yourself when you learn a whole bunch of different things. Like me learning how to become a better communicator and hiring a communications coach all those years ago helped me understand how to speak to clients in digital marketing. Me hiring a mindset coach helped me understand how to train other people and how to deal with other people when they were having challenges and they were having, issues. I realized that, I had to audit myself to figure out if what I was saying was resonating with them in the right way. And so that helped me become better. Those two things, which are two different things that I studied for two different reasons, helped me in one thing because I created mental shortcuts for myself. And overall, it reflected in that, right? And so, for me, I like waking up in the morning and going to the gym every morning. I do boxing every morning. The reason why is because I start my day off with something hard. I know that if I can accomplish something hard that is harder than everything else that I need to do, which for me, that's the hardest thing to do, then I know that the rest of my day will be easier to navigate because I've already accomplished something that I already find extremely challenging, right? So this is all mindset. This is all things that you have to start with. And if you want to, even if you want to attach money to this, which I'm so sick of the topic of money, let's just focus on becoming a better human being. But I'm going to attach the topic of money because I understand that that's what most people want in this life, right? Most people want to become better human beings, and the better you are as a human being, the more rewarded you are in society, especially if you're a man, right? And that's not to be sexist or anything or discriminate against women. I'm just saying that as a man, that's at least what I feel in my day-to-day, right? And so if you focus on these other things, you can improve on a whole bunch of different things. So one of the things that I'm doing right now is I'm reading a whole bunch of books around philosophy and reading books from people that I genuinely find smarter than myself. And the reason why is because I want to expand my mind, expand my knowledge. And honestly, I care about communication a lot. I think communication is the number one skill that you can have, period. Communication enhances every area of your life. And if people don't focus on it, they are severely sleeping on how much better of a human being they could be if they did focus on it. But that's neither here nor there. But I just say all this stuff to say that you need to attack the mindset first. You need to figure out who is the person you want to become and then turn into that person. And then as you're turning into that person and as you're having that transformation, then everything else that you want, even if it's a dollar sign, will come afterwards. But it won't come, and you won't be the best version of yourself if you don't do that. And let's say, for example, you do get what you want. You happen to get, the money that you want, the body that you want, whatever. Right? Whatever your personal goal is. Let's say you happen to get that, right? And then you get that too fast. And now you're not prepared for the adversity that you might face because it came to you too fast. So maybe you didn't work on your communication skills, but you got a digital marketing client. And now you don't even know how to explain what you're doing to your digital marketing client because you didn't know that that was something that you had to practice, right? And now that hinders you. So now, even though you got the client, you might lose them. And this is something that you never took into consideration before because you were so focused on this one goal. But if you focus on everything, all encompassing, then it's inherently hard to ignore the other things that surround this thing, even if that's not your exact goal that you're focusing on, right? So I recommend to everyone, define who it is that you want to become. And after you define who it is that you want to become, create an actionable plan for that. And if you don't know how to do this, then just join the Discord and I'll show you how I did it. Just join the Discord, right? It'll be in the link below. But like, create a plan for yourself, define who it is that you want to become, then create measurable, attainable goals towards becoming that person, and then instill that by making sure that you are tracking it in some sort of way. And then once you do that, you just keep going on with it, and then join some type of group where you have an accountability if you're struggling to accomplish it. And if you need that, Discord again, I'll hold you accountable. But yeah, like, these are the things that you need to focus on first, and then everything else will come. So that's it. Like, if you ignore this stuff, then you will probably get what you want, but then you will probably lose it as well. Thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.